Hello, I am now cleaning my living room. Um, Going through paperwork right here. So I'll be doing and getting rid of whatever we don't need. Um, I'm just get ready to dust the top. And yeah, this will be consist of going through papers and organizing whatever needs to be organized, getting rid of books and so on. So yeah. Okay, so I am done. I got a bag of garbage right here that I'm going to throw away. So I did make a dent. So I'll see you tomorrow. As day 2, I'm going to be clearing off the TV, scrub the TV stand, which I think is dirty, and I'm going to be watching
what is getting in the way. And I know that you guys have also had a few classes this week that have looked at similar topics, correct? Yeah, with Lisa Kelly and with some others maybe. Luke maybe touched on a little bit of the barriers in his class too, which is totally fine because number one, we're all looking at it from slightly different angles, and number two, we can kind of never think about an area like this enough because we really just want all the stuff in the way to be gone, right, and healed. So we are talking just in general today. I think you went into some real specifics earlier in the week, but in general, just hindrances that can be in our lives that can actually block this overflow, block this kind of flooding, breaking of a dam of love that wants to pour into our lives from God, who, remember we did that class on He is love, not just He possesses a little bit of love and He can trinkle out some little streams to us, but He, the full force of Him and who He is and His nature and His heartbeat and His character, He is love. And He wants to lavish us with the fullness of who He is. He wants to dwell completely inside of us. He wants to fill every space within us and be all in all inside of us, that we wouldn't depend on anything else or anyone else, only Him. He's the only way. And He wants to just snuggle up next to each one of us and just show us what that means. I will protect you. I will provide for you. I will show you who you really are. And I know you. I've made each one of you. I've designed you. I've said you're good. I know you through and through. And I've decided, and I'm already intention towards and acted out in every possible way that I love you, right? Demonstrated most at the cross of Christ, but in so many other ways in our lives, right? And then here we are on the other end of it, where we're like, that's a lovely Lord, and it sounds like this wonderful out there thing, and maybe it's for everyone else but not me, but I just can't accept it, God. Or maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe I don't even know how to connect with it, or I've just got no grid for that stuff like we talked about, right? But He's like, I know the way through. You've got all these hindrances and blockages that are in the way and you think are in the way. I know the way through. I know how to get exactly through every one of those mazes that you set up, through every one of those walls that you set up, through every one of those just big, overwhelming mountains in the way that we've set up in our lives. I know the way through. I'm big enough, and I'm good enough, and I'm strong enough. Will you let me in? Will you let me just prove myself to you and show myself to you, right? And so then we all have a choice, today and every single day. And we can be terrified in our choice, and we can be angry in our choice, we can be anything in our choice, but we still have a choice. Will I let Him 1 inch closer, or will I hold Him back, right? So we're looking for a moment at just some of those things that are in the way, that get stuck in the middle of our relationship with Him. So have a think about it, and start to process and call out some of the things that you think that we have in our lives, or that we believe in our lives, or we do in our lives, that stop this just absolutely wonderful, intimate, walking in the Garden of Eden kind of relationship with the Lord that He made us for, right? So what would some of those hindrances and blockages be, do you think? Yeah, so what do you mean by that? If you just give me an example.
Life that we're living.
Yeah. So would it be fair to put with that then maybe the word experience? Like our experiences?
Physical world.
Yeah. The physical world. Yeah. Anyone agree that relationships have sometimes been messy in our lives? Right? Relationships. And any more examples?
Selfishness.
What's the hindrance? Yes. Oh my goodness. What could be a generic example of that? Anybody? Why would shame block my ability to receive God's love? Right? Oh, there we go. There we go, right? If I believe that I'm bad or wrong or evil or any of those things, I believe that I am to my core, do you think that I'm actually going to want the God of the universe and beyond coming close to me in my space? No. Right? And this one who is love and is pure and knows all things and sees all things, we're going to probably react by wanting to keep them at a distance, right? But do you know what the beast is of that? Is that the entire thing of shame is all a lie. It's based on a lie, and it is a lie. It's always a lie. We may have done some bad things, but it doesn't make us bad ever. So it's a lie, and because of this lie, we're holding back the possibility of a relationship and intimacy with the God of the universe and beyond, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and it's not even true. It's not even a real scenario that we're holding Him away for, right? So we get to be separate from that lie, we get to reject that lie, we get to choose the truth and find out the truth and live on it and believe it in our lives, and actually get him close, and it changes everything, right? But we even need him for the power of that lie to be broken. It's this cycle and this circle, right? Cool. What about, so linked with that one, self-image, self-hate. That's often a big one. And then just seeing here, what about hidden sin? How would that affect things? Right? Horrible, right? Right? Right, right. And we know deep down, exactly, but we try to, hey, right? But that's the bad part, right? That we know deep down that he can see it, and so it's this increasing cycle, right? What about lack of trust or fear? Which would be linking back to relationships, linking back to experiences, right? It's built up this whole pattern of stuff in our life. Once. Oh, I love it, and that can scare us sometimes, right? Because the reason that we compartmentalize is we like to be in control. Okay? We're like, I can keep you in this bit of my life, and I'm okay with that because we've made an agreement over here. And I'll let you 1% into this bit of life because it's just about okay, even though it's a bit tricky. But over here, no. Right? I was just so unconscious for us, but it's how we live, you know? And also, because these relationships have been so affected in our lives, many times, many of us, and for a lot of the time, we haven't really learned what it is to have a continuous relationship. Is that fair to say, right? So, because we haven't always learned what it is to have a fully trusting, ongoing, never broken relationship, we just stop when things get tricky or we don't understand them, you know, in our hearts. So that's some examples up on the board, and then here, just a little summary that we're going to bring up. There might be a few different ones in here. So we've got, you can see like a baby with healthy parents, which trusts, and it's all good and all fine. We're meant to have that with people in the beginning, and we're meant to have that with God. And if we haven't, it really breaks something in us being able to depend on God. Remember, we talked about this chair, that when we sit on our chairs, we don't question, is that going to hold me? And we depend on it with all of our strength. We're meant to cause issues.
Okay, now it's time to clean this messy bookshelf. From the top, each shelf, all the way to the bottom. Mess. But at least this TV stand looks nice and shiny for once. And this is all cleared off. Looks better. That one, but it's more functional. Okay, here is all the stuff that I got rid of from the shelf. And now it looks a whole lot better. This is my command station and library. Yeah, so, yeah. And this is where I keep the papers that I need to file later. And this will be my file box with all my files. So this should be more functional, more easy. Okay, it's the next day. Now I'm going to be wiping down the window, the door window, and the regular windows. I try to do this about once a week, but I'm really going to be scrubbing it. It's been a while. I got good scrubbing. So here I go. Scrub, 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 scrub. Come your way right now. Let's get started. Yes, I'm watching some YouTube as I'm cleaning. Helps me get more motivated. I'm watching Frugal Fit Mom. She's really good. I recommend her to help you save money and food prep and I guess get a fit too. She's really good. Just go over her channel and watch Frugal Fit Mom.
The remainder of the carrots that I had in my fridge and cooked for 3 chopped onions. My kids are resting on processed potatoes outside right now. We have those as well. And I make chicken pot pie a little bit different than a lot of different recipes that I've seen. It's mostly veggies and very little chicken. And then I thicken it with butter and honey and still a little bit of cheese. From Our Best Bites, I will leave the recipe down below for you. It's so delicious. I'm going to try and double this, and we'll see kind of how much we end up with, but I may end up making another batch, but I don't know if I can put more than double in this last bowl. So we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna make these taquitos fresh right now on wood, just spray the top with some meat spray and stick them right in the oven for 15 minutes. But at the end, I'm going to freeze them, and so when it comes time to cook, it'll be 25 minutes instead of 15. Still super fast, and then there's no prep work. I think this is a great option because every time I've made these, everybody raves about them. They're like, oh, I don't know, and they take a bite and they say, wow, these are delicious. If you do nothing else from this video except make these taquitos, I would say that would be worth watching the video. And 2/3 cup of cream cheese. You have no idea how much that is. But it's not like very much. I feel like I might need to triple this. Okay. Triple this piece of Is that overkill? That looks like a lot. Okay, 1 cup. Yeah, I think this entire. Okay. 1 cup of soft cream cheese. There we go. I feel better about that. We're tripling it. That's okay. I'm a big family. They eat a lot. I made this for a family reunion once. I made up the filling and put it in a Tupperware and took it to the family reunion and then just rolled them over the tortillas last minute and popped them in the oven for 15 minutes for lunch, like a lunch with fruit. For about 30 people, such a hit. 3/4 of a cup of salsa. I'm using this guac salsa right here. Oh, yeah. If you don't like guacamole, then regular salsa is probably okay. But I love guacamole, so salsa and cream cheese. What else do you need? Oh my gosh, I just had a great idea for cream cheese salsa chicken dish. Okay, focus what I'm doing. Lime juice, 2 limes in here with my citrus juicer. I love this guy. If you guys don't have one of these, I'll leave it down below. It's one of those things like I never thought I'd do and eat it. Wow, these are very juicy limes. Like, make a little, or yeah, make a little doing a stick because this is a lot. I usually have honey whipping cream, but I don't today. So we're gonna go half and half instead, which is also fine. Give it some richness as well. A little bit more pepper. And let me go get my other veggies and toss them in. We'll stir with the butter melting, and I will be right back with my other canned veggies. Okay, I have some canned peas, a 28-ounce can, and I drained it already. It's like, it's really the only good use for canned peas, otherwise they're mush. And I have this like green beans with some shell peas in here. I don't know if that's about right. We're gonna throw that in too. I would use all kinds of vegetables in here, anything from broccoli to asparagus to sugar snap peas. Basically, whatever vegetables you like are going to work. So this is around taste for salt and pepper. And if it still seems a little thin, it's like it's a touch liquidy to me, I might add a little bit of dehydrated potatoes just to thicken it a hair before I dump it into my freezer milk cans. When can I more salt?
Okay, it is the next day. It's morning. I'm still in my pajamas, but I figured I'll go ahead clean before I get ready for my day. I'm trying to dust the air conditioning because it's really messy. Get so much dust stuck in there. I'm gonna have the air filter changed, and then I'm just, of course, sweeping up the dust off the floor and stuff like that. So I had a real hard time getting a dirt off. It was no joke. Still need the air filter change. I had to put a maintenance order in for them to come do that because I'm not allowed to change it. They have their filters and they'll change it. Then later on, I got a Swiffer duster. It's good for animal hair, and I used that, and that seemed to help, and it's a little bit better. So yeah, after the filter gets changed, it'll be a lot better. Okay, so now it's evening time. I'm finishing up the day by finishing up some more cleaning. Yes, I'm just wiping down the walls. That's all I'm doing here. Okay, so it's the last day of my cleaning. I thought I recorded me vacuuming. Maybe I lost that clip, but I vacuumed the couch and everything, the cushions and all that already. And now I'm sweeping really good everywhere and going to mop really good. Then I'll be done. My dog wants to play catch now. Crazy dog. All done.
And she quotes a couple of passages of scripture. The Lord has been pressing into my existence, into the cells of my body, into my spirit. Psalm 51:10.